What is the most tragic announcement that was made at your high school? I know mass disasters are the most common answer, but for me the most horrible form of announcement happened in class unintentionally. The teacher hadn't arrived yet, and everyone was seated but chatting. I heard a group to my left talking about a boy at a nearby school who had ended himself the night before. A blonde boy, 2 years younger. They started talking about his sister, our age, and I remember the most horrible sensation, like a rising sickness, creeping all over me. They shared the gory details in hushed whispers, horrified, yet loving the macabre darkness of it all. How he'd waited till he was alone, and done it in the garage. What he looked like, when they cut him down. I felt my heart, beating so hard that I felt sick. So sick I wanted to vomit on my desk, but I couldn't move. All I could do was listen. The girl in front of me suddenly turned around and I still remember her face, white as a ghost. She said my name, and then, no. Oh no. The group gossiping said my cousin's name just as the teacher entered. I felt like a ghost, suspended in that horrible second where I heard his name and I couldn't pretend. My mind didn't work. The girl in front of me kept turning to ask if I was okay, but I couldn't look at her. The teacher hated me, and I couldn't ask to leave, because I couldn't explain. For 40 minutes I sat there, and everyone's voices felt like they were in a wind tunnel. All I could really hear was my breathing, hard and fast. Dead, dead, dead. I was stuck. The moment class ended, I bolted, leaving books and my bag, walking straight to the office. There wasn't any air. It felt like I was crossing a desert. The school was deserted. Everyone was in class. It made the moment more surreal, like being inside a dream. My dad was home that day, and all I could think was that I needed to reach my dad. The world had shrunk to a single mission. I'm guessing I must have been in complete shock. Please ring my dad. I need to go home, I told the office staff through the window. They kept talking to me, but I couldn't understand their words. Please ring my dad. I need to go home. I said these words over and over. Finally, one asked if I was sick. I felt sick with a relief that I now had an excuse. Yes. I am sick. I went and sat in a chair, no longer able to stand. The office ladies asked how I was sick, and what was wrong, but I was unable to tell them. I was caught, unable to explain, but unable to leave. And in my mind, all the time, he was swinging. Luckily, at this point my year coordinator came running in. Turned out the girl in my class had run straight to his office to tell him what happened. He made the office ladies ring my dad, and held my hand while I waited. I remember that he had tears in his eyes.